This is actually hilarious. Okay, so it's creating a meme. We've reached peak artificial intelligence development. The AI is creating a meme. Does AI get humor? We now have the ability within ChatGPT to use operators. So let's go ahead and see if these things are any good. Welcome back, y'all. In today's video, we're going to do a quick little run through of everything we can do with these operators. I'll make sure I leave a link of the operators chat in the description down below. When we get started here, the operator is identified to have the capabilities of performing tasks on web browsers. We can save prompts that we use frequently, and then we can take control back at any time. Next, agree to continue. So I want you to think of operators as that next level of GPTs in the sense of we're actually giving the ability for it to do actions online. The way of approaching this in the past was we had to create our own little custom code and custom environments to do this, such as using Claude's computer use. But now, let's just do an example. So right now with our capabilities here, we have dining and events, delivery, local services, interesting, shopping, travel, and news. That's kind of cool. I can kind of see the direction they're going with local services here. But the idea is this simply. We're going to put in a prompt and it's going to do everything for us. It's going to do every action all the way up to the end conversion point. So if you want to book a table with OpenTable, proceed. If you want to buy concert tickets, proceed. So let's try this one. Find 2 tickets for the next concert at the Sphere. Hit enter here. This is very, very similar to computer use from Anthropic, if you remember that. I'm going to expand this screen here. And this is all the AI. I'm doing nothing. I'm not touching the keyboard. I'm not touching the mouse. It's just going. Functionally, what's happening here is that OpenAI in the back end is like taking screenshots of the browser, and that is how it's identifying what to do next in the steps. But this is searching everything for me right now. It's a little laggy, as you can see. But if at any point I'm like, wait, let's not do that. I can do take control here. So now it's coming back into my control. This is obviously all early days. That's why they say this is a research program. In other words, they don't want to say this is full-fledged, ready to go, because there's going to be little glitches here and there. But once I take control here, I can simply move my cursor around on the actual little VM environment that we have here. So from here, if everything seems fine, I can do finish up here and add additional directions to help it out. So in theory, I could be like, I switch the concert or switch what I want to do. I could put it there. But for now, we can return control to the operator. Notice how OpenAI is like, no, we're not calling them agents. We're calling them operators. So far, so good. I did ask for 2 tickets here. I'm curious what's going to do here for seat selection. It is going for the cheapest tickets, possibly right here. All right, this is actually pretty cool. Here we go. So I found 2 tickets for the Eagles concert at the Sphere tonight, January 24th at 8:30 p.m. Wow, I went all the way down to section 407, row 11, priced at $74 each. Would you like me to proceed with these tickets? Let's try this out here. I'm going to say, no, actually, get me the most expensive in the Sphere. Hit enter. Obviously, when it comes to like chatting back and forth, it's a little overkill considering I could just probably go to the website myself and do it. But I think the idea here is that you create a prompt that is so well fledged out that you paste it there and it'll do everything all the way to the end point of what you're looking for. Oh my gosh, it's actually sorting by price right now. That's actually really cool. This is definitely the direction it's going with these quote unquote AI agents. If Apple were to take up this tech, imagine you have a conversation with Siri and then say, Siri, go do this. And then it comes back like, hey, I did what you asked me to do. This is the direction it's going here. It is having trouble, though, finding the most expensive seat in the house. But let's see. It is thorough, though. It's really taking the extra time here to look through every single seat to find the most expensive price. But as we know, with artificial intelligence, sometimes they get stuck in a loop. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this real quick. Let's just say I love the Sphere. I love going here every single Friday. We can actually save our task if we felt like the output was pretty effective. So we come up here to save task. So this makes sense. The idea is that the task is to find concert tickets, identify the area where this is happening, and we could really go pretty in depth here with our directions and then the websites where the operator should leverage this task. Now think about it. In theory right now, we have StubHub.com, but imagine adding other websites that are ticket searchers that we can add as like a whole directory. So it looks at all the different websites and finds the best deal. For now, we'll hit save. Pretty cool. You can see that we have our save task right there. So we can just click it, get going. We'll come up here to our sidebar here. With our sidebar open, I'm going to click our name. And here is where we can edit and create save task. Websites, which is probably the most important one that we care about because this is the limitations of our operator. We can scroll down here and check out a ton. Meme generator. This is really random. We'll try that in the next one. Target, Uber, eBay, Associated Press, HipCamp, all recipes. A lot of standard stuff here. This kind of reminds me of the early days when we had plugins, but much more, it's doing most of the heavy lifting. What I can do is simply type in the ones that are available, like meme generator, and create a funny meme about New Year's resolutions gone wrong. I click this. It's going to use that, what they call apps, but in reality, it's just a website it goes to. Let's see what it does. This is all early days. This is why they call it research time. But you see the direction this is going. We saw a little bit of this with anthropic and computer use, which I did a whole video on. So if you want to do this locally on your machine, like e.g. like outside of this and don't pay $200 a month with Pro, description down below, click that link. I show you how to set it up. This is actually hilarious. Okay, so it's creating a meme. We've reached peak artificial intelligence development. The AI is creating a meme. Does AI get humor? I found a template on an image flip that features a person transforming into a clown. So would I like to use this template as a meme? I think so. We'll say yes. All right, let's check it out. Oh, this is hilarious. This is so weird. It's like one thing like, oh yeah, it does my groceries with Instacart. Oh yeah, that's cool. It's another thing seeing like AI just create a meme. January 1st, I'm going to eat healthy. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. Just one cheat day. Okay. I deserve a treat. It's actually funny how contextually it understands like how to structure the meme. New Year, same me. Okay, solid. I'm actually curious if this can go the extra mile here and allow us to like download it, for example. So I assume that if I manually went here, I could like manually say like take control, I could grab that link. There we go. It even actually suggested right here. So would you like me to share the link here? I'm like, yes. And then let's see if it grabs it for me and I don't actually have to take control of this. Copying meme link for sharing. Okay. Let's click it. Not bad. We got our meme right behind me. That's pretty cool. And that tells me that there's potential here. As it currently stands, though, is this worth $200 a month? I would say no. But long term, you can see value here. You can see the direction it's going. So then what I'm going to do then, because of the fact that we have a ton of websites we can connect to these operators, is I'll probably make some videos dedicated to each app. Really checking it out and seeing how full force we can go with it. Because in reality, when it comes to all of this, it seems like the way to use an operator is almost like a step-by-step guide. E.g., step 1, do this. The last step, do this. We'll check that out. We'll create some prompts together. Make sure to subscribe here. If you felt like you learned something, make sure you leave a like. And that covers AI operators, not agents. OpenAI is too cool to call them agents. They're operators, okay? I'll see you in the next video. Are you going to use the operator? Are you like Corbin? There is no way I'm paying $200 a month. 2 random videos. That's my face. I'll see you in the next video.